Hello, everybody. We are live. How's everyone doing? I think I'm incapable of starting a live stream without saying, "And we are live." Like that's just something I can't do apparently. But hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well on this Thursday evening. I'm very good. Just gonna wait a little bit just to get some more people here in the live stream. So whilst we are. Make sure that you've liked this video. Make sure you're checking us out on all the social medias. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's good, man. Right. So yeah, today we're just gonna have a chat about some of the latest news, and we are also gonna have a bit of a Q&A. So if you want to get your questions in, make sure you do when once the question time's up. But yeah, this is my show. I'm Jay, by the way, at the back post down here. That's me. So, and on Blues Fans TV, I just report on some of the Chelsea news, give some weekly updates, that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what today is going to be. So, yeah, should we get into it? So, the big headline today is that the Premier League is likely to scrap the pay-per-view system. It's going to probably go ahead this weekend. It's going to be scrapped after the international break, reportedly anyway. And yeah, so they've decided that it's been very controversial, of course, and basically mission accomplished, boys. We hashtag boycott PPV worked. Not only have it raised a lot of money for charity, it has seemed to caught the attention of the big boys up at the top, which is perfect. It's exactly what we needed it to do. By the way, if you can hear fireworks, I'm sorry. There's literally nothing I can do about it. But yeah, no. So I'm just reading the article now. So things have caught the eye of the leaders up at the top of the Premier League, and it's likely that they are going to scrap it. They're having a meeting, and they're likely to scrap. They're just likely to scrap it. The fee was too high. Even people like Mike Ashley said the thing was too high, and if he's saying it's too high, it's got to be ludicrous. So they're looking to see. They apparently reported by BBC today that they're going to be looking into a different solution to this problem. So who knows what that means? Who knows if they're going to just have something similar but a lower price or what? But as I said, it's looking like they're getting rid of it. It's been too controversial, and ultimately they've probably not made loads of money. I can't imagine too many people have actually signed up for it, and then I know most of the people I spoke to didn't. They didn't even bother. So you can just see the shadow of my cat in the background. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments if anyone actually bought it, or if they know anyone that bought it, because I did. And I think most of the people that I spoke to just decided to find other ways around it. Yeah, to be fair, it was a ludicrous idea anyway, especially at a time like this. Money's tight for a lot of people, and to get people to buy the package at the start of the year, because the kind of like the advertisement was here is we're gonna have everything. We're gonna have all the shows. If you buy BT, if you buy Sky Sports, you're gonna have all of the games. And then halfway through, it was like, actually, we're gonna try and sell you Chelsea, Burnley as well, and Fulham, West Brom. You're gonna have to pay for them as well. So it was a terrible idea from the start. But personally, I'm just really happy with the outcome of it, and how the way people decided to go against it. Yeah, so yeah, Irene just said, I don't like that if we have to spend money for rubbish games, it's silly. Yeah, it's a joke, really. Some of the games that they were offering were the games that no one wanted to even see. And I know there would have been more uproar if you showed, like, if they made people pay for a big box office game like the Arsenal United game day, for example. But yeah, no, it was just they were charging £15 to watch Fulham Burnley. That ain't on, is it? So you know the supporters' response to that has looked like it's worked, and I think that's very encouraging. Personally, I think if it's put a little bit of power back into the fans' hands, and most of that power, if not all of that power, has gone away. So it's good to see that we made a change here, and the hashtags and the complete boycotting of it really did make a difference, because I reckon they've just not made that money off it. Of course, they've made some money off it, but I don't think they've made enough to justify it, really. And I think that's exactly what's happened here. So I'm very happy about it. I'm just going to look at this article here now. So yeah, over the Christmas period, they're saying they're going to be looking into alternative ways of doing some sort of pay-per-view system. But personally, it's absolute bullshit. Sorry if I'm not allowed to swear. Yeah, we've got a super chat here. Hashtag disaster PPV. Hashtag boycott. £15 sterling sounds silly. Boxing or UFC matches is understandably that you charge for a good price. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Thanks for joining in the stream, mate. But yeah, no, I agree. It's ridiculous. Like, you sometimes you have to pay what, £20 for a highlights, not highlights, sorry, the box office for the boxing, and that's big. That's huge. That's like a massive event, and you've got loads and loads of undercards for that, and you got loads of build up and all this kind of stuff. But for this, you didn't even get build up for the games. You got 5 minutes before the game, and that was it. And it was so ludicrous to ask of that. Personally, I think if they asked for like £5, it might have been a bit more acceptable, because then someone might think, I want to watch my club play. I'll pay £5 for it. Yeah, so Irene said, yeah, boxing matches I'm calm with paying. Yeah, because it's more of an event. It's a big night. You can probably spend 20 quid and have like 5 hours of content to watch. But here you had 90 minutes of football, and sometimes it was football like Fulham Burnley or Fulham West Brom or whatever it might have been. Yeah, that's a good comment there from Lobby. So Lobby has put, I should probably put these up. So Irene said that just then, and Lobby has just said BT charge 15 a game, then give you the Champions League for free on YouTube. What's that all about? Like, the Champions League, the best tournament in the world, the best club tournament where everyone wants to be, and it's free on YouTube. And yeah, no, it makes no sense. It was just a bit of a cash grab, wasn't it? It was a bit of a kind of grab that money off people, which is just disgusting in the times that we're living in. So yeah, I think that's all I can talk about with the pay-per-view. I'm happy that it's stopped. I'm happy that we've somehow managed to make a change on that. But yeah, moving on to other Chelsea news. We won last night. Positive news. Sorry, Brandon's just said, is it scrapped? So it's reported right now. It's very likely. So that's what the word is being used across journalism right now. Likely to be scrapped after this international window. So it might not, but honestly, I think with the reaction to it, and then now the reaction to it being likely scrapped, that they're going to scrap it. But yeah, let's move on to some better news. Let's move on to the game last night. I want to get people's thoughts. What were people's thoughts with the game last night? Personally, I loved it. We didn't even get into second gear and won the game 3-0. So I think I really enjoyed the game. Personally, I think the standout players were probably the fullbacks, maybe, because they were the ones bombing forward. Reece James had a cracking game. Like, he was really good. He was just putting in balls into the box, getting back, and his energy was just perfect, and it was there. And on my watch along last night, someone said that they reckon he should have got the man of the match, but Werner did. And to be fair, Werner was the one that got the penalty and then took 2 penalties and scored them both. So I understand that, but Reece James for me was probably man of the match. Darren O'Sullivan here, Werner future penalty taker. Looks that way, doesn't it? Looks that way. He came out. Lampard came out and said he spoke with Jorginho, and Jorginho said quite a good quote. This, I I don't care who takes them as long as they're scored, which is a great quote. And to be fair, Werner just rockets them in, doesn't he? The second pen he took, oh my God, top bins. It just rifled it in. So yeah, no, I'm happy for Werner to be the penalty taker personally, as long as he's scoring them. I think it'll be good for his record as well, getting goals on his record, you know, because a lot of people are talking about him as if he's not up to speed yet after 10 games and all this mental stuff, even though he's scored plenty of goals. So it's good to just silence them people. Thiago Silva was immense. Composure, experience was such a help. It'll improve Zuma. Yeah, absolutely. He's very composed, isn't it? That's the word you've used, and that's the word everyone's been using. It's composure. And it just comes from his experience. It comes from him, you know, just being in the game for as long as he has, and he has all the time in the world, it seems, when he's on the ball. There might be two players around him, but he knows exactly how to get out, and it definitely is a massive help for the squad. And I personally just love it. Proving my mate wrong as well. My mate absolutely hates him. Well, doesn't hate him, but thinks he's too old, and he's proving him absolutely wrong. And as you said, it's improving Zuma. It's going to improve anyone in the training ground. I'm quite happy that Tomori is still in the squad and getting to learn off of him as well. So yeah, absolute brilliant addition to us. Here's another comment. Our performance wasn't that convincing, but props to the players not getting complacent, even when they were versus 10 men. I believe the boys have it in them to even higher play with an even higher quality. Absolutely. I said that, you know, we didn't get out of second gear. We weren't like absolutely all over them all game. Like, we just kind of won that game just happily and kept a clean sheet. We just got the goals and got out of there, and it was that's what winners do, isn't it? Everyone says that you can't win a league by playing brilliantly every single game. It's just not feasible. Sometimes some games you don't look that great, but you still win, and that's kind of what last night was. We didn't look incredible, but we won. So yeah, I think, you know, there's more to come from this squad, more beautiful football to be played, but as long as we can still win along the way. And as Darren said right here, another clean sheet as well. The guy hasn't set a foot wrong since he arrived. What do you think will happen with Kepa? He nearly scored a goal, which was mental, and that's like the only thing he's done wrong, and he didn't even score it. So, but yeah, no, he's class, isn't he? He's different gravy. He really came in and took that number one spot and really just left Kepa in the dust. It's kind of crazy. So I don't know, and you've just put you can't throw away £70 million. No, you cannot, but you can maybe loan it out to get his confidence back. Maybe, I don't know. The way Mendy's going, he's our number one goalkeeper at the moment, and I can't see him not being the number one for a while, to be honest. So maybe you loan Kepa out to get, maybe this is the solution. You loan him out, get him experience, maybe get him looking like a good player again, and then selling him. So trying to like get the eyes back on him, because right now no one's going to want to buy him. But if he goes out on loan to, say, like maybe a Spanish club again, really puts it, you know, a stamp back. He's like, no, I'm a good player, because there's a good goalkeeper in him. He's not a bad goalkeeper. He's just been absolutely hit with confidence issues. So yeah, that's probably the solution, because by the looks of it, Mendy's going to be staying. Harry has put, what your opinion on Havertz? He's a top class player. He hasn't, you know, really hit the ground running, but I think it's harsh to think anyone's going to hit the ground running in the Premier League. A lot of players do. I think Mendy's an example of that. But, you know, Havertz is a very laid back player, isn't he? He's a baller. He knows what he's doing. He's very technical. He's very gifted. You can see that when he's playing, but he's a very laid back. And you can maybe get away with that in the Bundesliga, but sometimes you'll be punished with that with the Premier League, and he's just got to learn that. But I've got no doubts he's going to be a talent, because you see it when he's on the ball, and you can see it when he's playing. Like, you can see the talent there. I think he just needs to unlock it. But we've got all of this season, and he's only 21, which depresses me, mate, because I'm 23, right? And I'm getting to that age now where footballers are younger than me, and I'm not used to it yet. It really throws me off. So, yeah, Tim's just put Havertz is good at driving the ball. Tayek said, Do you prefer Werner up top or Tammy with Werner on the wing? Oh, it's a difficult one, this, because the last couple of games that's happened, Tammy's had great games. Let's not forget that. Tammy's been really good. He's really impressive, playing a false nine almost. And that all really does work. Tammy dropping back and letting Ziyech and Havertz be the front two almost, that really seems to work. Because when Werner is on the wing, he's not really on the wing. He's cutting in all the time. He doesn't run to the byline, does he? Kind of always cuts in. So I don't know what I prefer, to be honest, because I'm happy Tammy's in the squad. I'm happy he's playing well, but also Werner is the guy, isn't he? So it depends on the situation. It depends if Pulisic is fit. It depends on form. It depends on the team we're playing. But yeah, probably didn't answer your question, but either way is good. Brandon's put Reece James is going to nick Trent Alexander-Arnold's spot in that England squad. By my words, physically stronger and better defender for me. Mate, I'm inclined to believe you. Trent has not fell off a cliff, but he's declined in form since last season, and he was class last season. So he's it's hard to keep up such good performance. But Reece has gone up in form in my eyes. Like, he's really started to become a better defender. The balls he can play into the box are unreal. Some of the weight, the movement on and off the ball, he's really, really good. But England have like 50 right backs, don't they? So it's going to be hard for him with England. But he's Chelsea's right back for me. I know Aspie's our captain, but he's just the future of that right back position, and I love him. Just look at some of your comments. We're fully in the Q&A bit now. So literally ask whatever the hell you want now. Get in the comments. Ask me whatever the hell you want, and I'll be answering them. Let me just read some of these comments. So yeah, this is a nice, interesting one. Again, sorry if you're getting fireworks going off. There's nothing I can do. They're just loud as fuck outside. Another one. Martin has said, we are shaping up. I also believe in silverware this season. Super Frank Lampard. Right. I think I agree. I hate saying stuff like this because it's on record. This is literally on record right now. But I agree. Last year we were even within touching distance of silverware, and probably unfortunate not to get our hands on silverware. So absolutely, why can't we go get some more silverware this season? I can see it happening. I think it's unfortunate that we're at the League Cup. That was probably a good opportunity to get some. I think Frank needs it to silence some critics as well. And silence some fans as well. So, but FA Cup, we got close last time. Why can't we win it this time? The league is wide open. Something could happen there. If we win on the weekend, we go second, I think, a couple points behind Liverpool. And that's it. And I think that's if they draw or something. I don't know. And they play City, so who knows? Who knows? Right, get your questions in the comments, people. We're at the Q&A part of this live stream now. So do you prefer Kante in the pivot or Jorginho? Right. Thinking about this one. I love Kante. He's a class player, and he seems like a class man. And when we played 4-3-3 with him, Mount and Havertz in that midfield, everything looked balanced. Everything looked right. Personally, Kante works best on his own at DM. So I think the double pivot just sometimes holds him back. Sometimes he just doesn't. He thinks maybe I'll get forward, maybe I'll get back. He just sometimes he doesn't know what to do. But when he's on his own, that's just he's left, middle, and right, and he just covers it all. He'll retrieve possession in that midfield and dominate it. So personally, I like to see that on his own. Of course, Jorginho is a good player. He's a really good player. His passing, his range of passing, his ball distribution, his composure, and his leadership, all brilliant qualities he does have. And absolutely, on nights last night where Havertz couldn't play, bring it in, and he's a class player to bring in. But for me personally, I'd rather see the midfield three of Kante, Mount, and Havertz be our main midfield, because just look balanced. Mount is more of a box to box. He's not more of a number 8. He can like drive forward and also press from the front, but then when needed dips back, gets back and puts a bit of a shift in. And Havertz is the talented. He's the ball. He can grab the ball. He can do some bit of magic with it. And then so that's the midfield I want to see. Kieran's put, who do you think was our best signing this year? Such a hard question with our form lately. Everybody's just clicking. Absolutely, Kieran. It's difficult, isn't it? You asked me a week ago, I'd probably say Chilwell. Ask me right now, maybe Mendy. Mendy might be the most influential, I think. The run we've just gone on doesn't happen without him. Personally, I don't think so, because he is really brought some stability to that back line, and I know Thiago Silva has a part to play in that as well. But I think without Mendy, the clean sheets don't happen, especially with some of the belter saves he's pulled out of the bag. And and then also he just. I think it's Mendy. He's the most influential. That's the spot we needed changing the most. I remember when all the transfers were coming in, it was like, we've bought Ziyech, Werner, Havertz, and I was like, this is amazing. But when's the goalkeeper coming? Like, who is he? When's he coming? And it left it pretty late. But now that we've sorted that situation out, probably Mendy's going to be the most influential player. Everyone, get your questions in the comments. We ain't got much longer on the live stream. Let me know what you think of just anything. Ask me your questions on anything. Just looking through them right now. So this is regarding the pay-per-view. So come down to Australia for $99 a year. We get UCL, EPL, Euros and World Cup. Time for Chelsea games is 4 to 7 a.m. If you want a dedicated football fan in ours, just know you'll be sleeping all day. I like that, mate. I'm happy. What time is it there now then? It's so annoying. Like you got like other countries, and I think Canada's the same, right? You can pay like 20 quid a month in Canada, and you can get Premier League, Champions League, Serie A, La Liga, UFC, boxing, and it's like every game. No pay-per-view, and like, so why do you guys get that? This is the Premier League's ass. Like, can't we watch it? Like, it's not fair. And you look at the other sports like the NBA and American football, and how they have their own their own systems, and you can watch every game very easily and highlights very easily. It's just like, why don't we have that, man? The pay-per-view isn't the solution. I think maybe more towards a streaming platform. If the Premier League invested a lot of money in its own streaming platform that you pay for yourself, like a Netflix, but you've got all the games on there, they'd make a fucking killing. I know they would. So, yeah. Do you think Werner will become a better player in history books than Drogba? If Werner can win us the Champions League, he'll be on level. Listen, Drogba won us that Champions League. He almost lost it for us, but he did win it for us. If it's weren't for him, we don't get the headed goal, and then we don't get that final penalty. So unless Werner does the same, he won't be a better player than him in the history books. But I'm not shitting on Werner, because Werner's class, and if he stays with us, he's going to go on to be an incredible Chelsea legend. There's no doubt about it. The guy can score goals. That's what he does. It's his bread and butter. So, like, he can go on and be a legend for us, absolutely. But until he wins the Premier League, Champions League, and actually, he did say that the other night. He said, I came here to win stuff. And someone asked him, did you come here to win the Champions League? And he was kind of like, yeah. So, until then, maybe not. But yeah, thanks for your question. Nico, what position are Chelsea going to be at Xmas? What did I say? Xmas? Christmas? Difficult one, mate. Difficult one. The league is so open. If we keep this form up, there's no way. I can't not see us being up there, second or third. That's if we keep this form up. And I know form's an interesting thing. We've got one game, and then the international break's coming, so who knows what's going to happen after that. But come to Christmas, I can't not see us being in top four, really. I think we should win this weekend. Sheffield are, struggling. I think. And then after that we play Newcastle, another team very winnable game, and then we play Spurs, which will be a nice test. I think that'll be a nice test, because Spurs are a good team, have their own problems, but they're a good team. So we can really test ourselves against them, I think. And then by then, it should be around Christmas time. I'm going to say top 4 easily. The league's wide open. Who knows what's going to happen this season? Who knows if there's going to be a season where there's an upset? This is going to be this season. I hope that with the players that we've got and the situation where we're at, hopefully we can, use this to our advantage. Just said 3 subs or 5 subs in the Premier League. It's free still. I think they are campaigning for 5 though, aren't they? In the Champions League, we saw last night, we made all 5 once the game was done and dusted. And it was really good to see players like Giroud and Kovacic and Hudson-Odoi get minutes. So I do like the 5 subs rule. I do understand how it affects the lower clubs though, because obviously for us, so yeah, we'll have 5 subs. We'll bring on fucking whole new squad and they'll be great still. But I understand how the squad depth isn't as good down below. So to be honest, 3 or 5, it doesn't make much difference for me. I think we've still got a good enough squad, a young squad, a fit squad to maintain a title charge. So yeah, like I said, get your comments down in below. I think we're not going to be on for much longer, so keep getting your comments in. Also, while I'm at it, please subscribe to Blues Fans TV. We put out all sorts of matchday content, all sorts of different content. This is my show that I do. I like to do live streams so I can get interaction with you guys, but I also do my own other show. It's called the Chelsea Roundup. So subscribe for that. And also, if you like me, subscribe to the back post. If I just take this off now, back post _ down there. I have my own YouTube channel. We do all sorts on there, so check that out as well. And yeah, get your comments in below. So, do you think the Van Dijk injury for Liverpool means Liverpool are out the title race? No, because Liverpool are an annoying club, and they have, for some reason, an academy player that can come in and be amazing. It's mental how they have that, and I'm sure Chelsea, we have something similar. Let's face it, but it doesn't mean they're out the race. But it definitely makes that points gap lower. They really they're looking. Obviously, Van Dijk is the reason why they won it. Personally, I think so. Taking him out the equation, yes, it's going to slow him down, and we need to capitalize on that because he's when he comes back to full fitness, that's when Liverpool will be back at full strength, and a full strength Liverpool should win the league in theory. But by then, who knows? We might be a full strength Chelsea with all our banging players. So who knows? But I don't think they're out of it, but they're definitely slowed down. Potentially, what players are going to sell in January? That's a good question, mate. I think one defender has to go. One defender, and I think it's either Rudiger or Christensen. One of them two have to go. We've got 5 main centre backs. I don't know if that means that they're going to go. I don't know if that means because I think the most likely person might go is Tomori. That would hurt my feelings. I love Tomori. I think I've got a Tomori agenda because I absolutely love him. He's a class player. I think he's so young, and imagine him alongside Thiago Silva just learning the same way Zuma is. So personally, I think Christensen or Rudiger should go, or probably not both because if we get an injury and stuff, we need those players. Giroud might be on the way out, that guy has had like 2 minutes play time and I love Giroud. I'm not taking the piss. I think he's a class player. And you know what? Ironically, I think Arsenal could do with him. I think they could do with a striker that's like with the skill set he has. So Giroud might go, but that only leaves us with 2 strikers, so I don't know if he will. But we might have an academy striker that we could bring through as well as Tammy and obviously Werner. Who else might go? There's rumours of Kante. I think Kante leaving. But with the form that he's started to pick up, that'd be a silly move. I think if he's going to go be next season and then maybe bring Rice in with that money, that'd be the smarter move. I wouldn't want to see him go in January because it'd just be silly. I think he's coming into good form, and then because he's coming into good form, getting another good season under his belt, he'll go for big money at the end of it as well. See, get me working at Chelsea. Someone listening to this, get me working at Chelsea. Yeah, Broha, Jake, sorry, you said Broha. I think I've said his name right. Martin, a mad question here. Would you take Hazard back next season if you could? Do you reckon he will return after Madrid? He always said he'll always come back. He loves Chelsea. I think he wanted to go to Madrid to win more titles and maybe push for that Champions League. Ironically, not doing too well, are they? Neither is he, which is a shame. Love Hazard, we all do. He has the ability to be a world-class player, and he just hasn't unlocked it at Madrid. His dream has always been to go to Madrid, so I think he's going to try and make the most out of it. I think he's going to try get rid of all these injuries and go for it and maybe win a bit more with them. So I don't think it'll be next season. He might come back and play a final season with Chelsea, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take him back because we had the beautiful moments with him. He won the Europa League with his last game, and then he's gone away, and it's a beautiful love story. And I don't know if I want to just taint that by him coming back, critics getting on his back, pressure getting on his back. He might not do as well, and it might ruin it. So I don't know. I'd probably say no there, mate. Unless he comes back and he's fucking class again, then of course. Sorry, I didn't blank out. I was reading. Kieran again said, "Would you like to see Declan Rice at Chelsea at some point soon?" I personally think what I just said is a fucking good strategy, and like I said, get me working there, boys. Someone have a word, because I think Kante, let his form continue. Let him get good this season, not get good, return to his form this season, be class, be the DM we all know he can be. Then he's about 30, 31 by the end of that. Someone will come in to buy him for good money, and then we spend that good money on getting Declan in. And then, because Declan, we all know he's got potential to be a class player, and he's a Chelsea boy. He was brought up in the academy. I think he wants to play under Frank as well. You know, he does love Chelsea, so I would like to see it happen at some point, but maybe next season now. I think we need to utilise the final bits of Kante's peak career. And I think we are done. I think we are done here, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I really do appreciate everyone that comes along and watches the stream. I hope everyone had fun. I'm gonna try and do some more of these. I'm gonna try to do some more, because I really do like interacting with people and getting your comments in, because it makes for a better conversation than just me talking to a camera. So really do appreciate everyone that's dropped by. As I said, make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment below once it is a video. And make sure you subscribe to Blues Fans TV. And for the final time, make sure you subscribe to me at the back post. Sorry, he wants one last one. What will happen to Silva after the season? He's got one more in him, mate. He's got one more in him, I think. He's going to stay with Chelsea for one more and probably win some more trophies. Come on, the boys. Right, subscribe to the back post. Subscribe to Blues Fans. Thanks for watching, everyone. Love you, and I'm going to leave you. Bye-bye.